All healing is reconnection. All healing is reconnection. So that happens in relationship, whether it's relationship to ourselves, our fluids, our heart, or whether that's relationship outside of ourselves. That's how healing works. It happens in relationship. It happens in the reconnection. I think nowadays we are a little obsessed with trauma work in our, at least in this Western culture. And the heart is often left out of that. So, um, lots of cognitive therapy and a lot of way of approaching and dissecting and analyzing our traumas. And then we at least move into like the realm of somatics where we're acknowledging the body. But when we move into somatics nowadays, in modern somatics, it's a lot different than when I was trained over 20 years ago. It's almost solely based on nervous system. And the nervous system is incredibly important, and the tonifying and rehabilitating of the nervous system is definitely part of our healing. But when we forget to include the heart, we forget some really important aspects because the heart is left out, but and the focus is on the brain and the nervous system, but the heart has your original brain and nervous system. Your heart's brain, the same type of neurons, these sensory neurites that live over 40,000 of them in your heart, they store memory, short-term and long-term memory. They sense, they feel, this idea that there's an intelligence that knows exactly what to do, and it has nothing to do with our mind. I find that so inspiring because the mind is just so brilliant and frustrating, and it's not honest in the form that the heart has this type of honesty, and that Mother Nature has this sort of honesty and straightforwardness. There's no hidden agenda in this migration, and there's nothing wasted. I know how much time I waste in my mind, and I know that every heartbeat has purpose, intention, and there is nothing wasted in that. In a culture that is very consumptive and extractive, it feels like a revolutionary act to turn ourselves and our attention back to something with so much purpose and with so very little waste. From source you become, source becomes you. Through that fusion, the recognition of the midline, and that chosen cell, that ignites. And you are gifted your power. And this power cannot be taken away from you. This power is inherently built into who you are. It is an illusion that anyone can take that from you. And if you ever forget, all you have to do is feel into that rhythm. And when you feel into that rhythm, you remember the spark and the power. And don't let that power be wasted. Have loyalty to that fiery spark. Reconnect to that fiery spark in your healing and in all that you're creating. All healing happens in reconnection. And that reconnection begins with your relationship and your ability to live in your heart.